Sheriff lay behind them, ahead of them lay the gold. The three they came riding steady and fast. Not one had any future, each one he had a past. All three outlaws, a price on their head, wanted in 7 counties, wanted alive or dead. Not loved by any woman, hated by men. 3 outlaws came a-riding for trouble once again. 3 outlaws came a-riding over the plain. They bore the mark of Satan, they bore the mark of Cain. Nobody gave them howdy.
There it is. You sure you know what you're doing?
Of course I do.
3 outlaws came a-riding for their sorry end.
Yes, sir? Those posters, they mean what they say?
Posters? Yeah, they sure do. You see, they're sending a lot of men to Cuba, but our outfit's headed for the Philippine Islands. That's where the real fighting's going to be.
You sure about those signs?
What do you mean?
That, no questions asked. Can we depend on it?
What's the matter? Don't you trust Uncle Sam? Just a minute, I'll swear you in. I gotta figure somewhere. There's a relay station down the line. I better check with them.
You're lucky that bullet's not in your guts. You don't report all enlistments to the sheriff, do you?
This is how he recognizes.
So the Army don't ask questions, huh?
Come on, let's go before the whole town gets here.
Remember, the next time a wild bunch pulls a job, we were ready to quit for good and join the Army. You wouldn't give us a chance.
Let's go. Sure that Texan knows where to find us?
You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about all this. Sleeping out at night, being gunned for, chased from one county to the next.
You knew that when you turned outlaw.
That's just it. I never turned. Never been anything else. Not since I was 10.
Is that right?
My pop had a foreman. His name was Cassidy, too. Broke me in long roping cattle and running horses before I ever wore long breeches.
Did a pretty good job.
I wonder how it'd feel turn on us. I'd sure like to give it a try if I get the chance.
Forget it. We have to go through this once a month.
You know, boys, I've been thinking. Why does a tall Texan have to meet us here?
What do you mean?
I mean here, by the railroad track.
We might have to catch a train real fast.
You mean hit the same train? That'd be 4 times.
Why not?
Because they've got posses every mile of track looking for us, that's why.
Look, I thought we were aiming to get across the border.
We are.
How?
By train.
You mean take the train?
That's exactly what I mean.
But every train crew in the CNS knows us. You know that. They've got our posters in every station.
You take my word for it. The crew I got in mind ain't gonna cause us no trouble. Hey. Here comes a Texan.
It's aboard, all right.
How much?
Nearly $100,000 in cash and securities. I fixed it so she'll be forced to stop before she gets to the tunnel.
Good. That's our steak from Mexico, boys. Get on it.
Use the barber, clear the train of passengers. You get the engineer kit, I'll get the express car.
All right, get rid of it. Barber, get the passengers. Get the train rolling, Rich.
It isn't bad enough that Butch Cassidy cost us $100,000 in cash and securities. Now the Wild Bunch steals one of our trains. I wouldn't have believed it possible, Campbell. A whole train.
I know how you feel, Mr. Barton.
Oh, you do? Well, I doubt it. After paying your company thousands of dollars for protection. Protection?
Well, Mr. Barton, this was a desperate move. We're sure of that. We were closing in on the bunch, and Butch knew it.
We'll get your train back, Mr. Barton.
Who are you?
Charlie Trenton, one of our better agents.
Oh, all right. See what you can do. In the meantime, if Butch steals any more of my trains, I'll let you know.
He really burned up.
Well, you can hardly blame him. Wild Bunch robbed that same train 3 times.
You know, Butch knows we were closing in on him. That's why he left the country. I'll lay odds he never comes back.
Till we bring him back.
Some bank.
Buenos días.
Buenos dias. El administrator? El presidente de banco.
Oh, sí. ¿Yankees?
Sí.
Un momento, por favor.
They really keep money in here?
It's a bank, isn't it?
That's a matter of opinion.
Buenos días, señores.
El presidente?
¿En qué puedo servirles?
They told us you spoke English.
¿Inglés? Oh, sí, señor. I speak English very well. What can I do for you?
Well, we're sort of new at this, senor.
We want to open up an account here. Make a small deposit.
Sure, está bien. What names?
Santiago Burton, Enrica Towers, and Pedro Daly.
There. Now, you said a small deposit.
Yeah.
Esto es una fábrica.
Sí, señor presidente.
$57,480, right?
In American money. We didn't have a chance to get it changed.
You said a small deposit.
Yeah. You better write it down.
Sí, señor. Mira, pon este dinero en la caja.
Sí,
Con mucho cuidado, ¿eh?
Enseguida, señor.
Sí. You must excuse us, señores. But your small deposit is more money than we have in our whole banco.
You sure the money will be safe in here?
Safe? Cierto, señores. In 50 years, we never lost 1 centavo. And our vaults are the finest vault in the world.
I take it you've had your vault for 50 years, too, huh?
How do you know?
Just a hunch. About that side door, I'd keep it locked in case some hombre tries to rob you. It's an easy way out.
You men obviously know much about bancos. You were perhaps in the banking business?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
In a way.
Well, if we can be of any service.
Gracias.
Oh, by the way, we bought the rancho out in the edge of town. Do you know the place?
See. You mean you are settling here in San Sebastian? Going in business? Wonderful. Muy bueno.
Giving a big party and fiesta tonight.
Sort of a get-together party of all the people we're doing business with.
We've invited all the important people in town. We want to get to know them, and we want them to get to know us.
An excellent idea.
We'd like to have you and the senora be our guests.
Muchas gracias.
Fine. Then we'll see you tonight at the rancho.
Sí, señor.
Let's keep an eye on our money.
Oh,
Kind of funny sensation, putting money in a bank instead of taking it out, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm still not sure why we did it.
I thought I explained it to you. We deposit money, automatically we become honest citizens, respected. You saw what happened in the bank.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to church, huh?
But one good sneeze will open that bank vault.
Well, then we'll make sure nobody catches cold. Anyway, nobody around here would have guts enough to rob a bank. You heard what he said in there. They haven't lost a centavo in 50 years.
He'd better be right. That's our whole stake in there.
Hey, what about these names? Santiago, Enrique, and Pedro.
That's Sam, Dick, and Pete in Spanish.
Oh.
All right, let's head back to our rancho. We got to get ready for guests.
Dinner?
El gallo, ¿dónde está el gallo?
This is el ratón. And what is the little mouse doing in la taza?
Señorita Cerelda, eres muy importante. Amos doctor el gallo pronto, por favor.
Impossible.
What? He's not here?
He is here, see. But he's eating.
¿Qué?
He's eating. And you know how he feels when he is disturbed. His meals are sacred to him.
Secret.
Come back in the night.
Pronto, señorita Cerelda. Eres muy importante, amos doctor el gallo. Pronto, ándale, vaya a decir.
You wait here if you don't want to be shot. It is el ratón. He wants to talk to you.
You told him?
I told him. What he said is muy importante. He insists.
I'll listen. And it better be importante. What is this that could not wait?
Dinero, mi gallo. Mucho dinero. In the bank of San Sebastian, more dinero than I ever see before. The bank vault is bursting with dollars. Mucho.
How much?
58,000 in American gold and paper money. And you know the bank is San Sebastian. Even a little baby could rob that bank. It will be a crime not to relieve the rich Yankees of that beautiful dinero.
The wine is not too bad.
Well?
You forget the colonel and the corregidores.
Tonight the Yankees make a big fiesta. The Coronel and his men will be there, eating, drinking, and dancing. The village will be deserted.
We will go to San Sebastián. See about the dinero.
Muy bien. We'll never get a chance like that, gallo. Never. Mucho dinero.
Here, drink to our success.
Gracias, mi gallo.
But if this should not be true... I will be back, Palomita, and bring you mucho dinero. Sígueme, ratón.
Querido, wait.
Yes?
Do not let anything happen to you, my big rooster.
To me or to the gold you want me to bring back? Do not worry me, Palomita. As the corregidores say, am I not bulletproof? Adios.
Vamos, muchachos.
Rancheros must be very rich to afford a fiesta like this.
Oh, si, Papa. They are Yankees. They buy cattle from everybody.
Today they made a big deposit in my banco. I never saw so much dinero in all my life.
Is that so?
Come, I will introduce you.
Buenos noches.
Señor Santiago Burton, may I present Señora Guzmán? This is Colonel José Aguilar and his daughter, Señorita Rita Aguilar.
Mucho gusto.
The colonel is in the army?
The colonel commands the corregidores.
Corregidores?
The constabularies. We keep order and enforce the law.
Oh, I see. Something like a sheriff or a marshal.
Something like it.
Muchas gracias, señorita. Who is the beautiful señorita?
Miss Rita Aguilar, the colonel's daughter.
Señorita. Howdy, Colonel. I'm Enrique Towers, Santiago's partner.
Howdy. The colonel's sort of like a sheriff down here.
Sheriff?
Commander of the corregidores.
Well, what do you know? Times have certainly changed, haven't they? Santiago.
May I get the ladies a drink or a bite to eat?
Señorita, this is our dance.
But I do not...
Your father seems very impetuous.
Yeah, I guess that's as good a word as any. Is there something wrong, Colonel?
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but San Sebastián has an outlaw problem.
Outlaw problem?
We're bothered by a very famous group of outlaws, one that has existed for years. I thought I had better warn you.
Warn me?
So that you could be on your guard.
Don't worry, Colonel. I am always on my guard.
But you have already heard of El Gallo?
Who?
El Gallo, the chief of the bandidos.
Oh, no, I haven't.
But it is El Gallo I have been talking about. What did you think I meant?
You
Be surprised, Colonel.
Now that we are out here, senor, what is it you wanted to show me?
This. Wow, what a wallop.
Senor, you are a beast. You are a Yankee beast.
Senorita, I am just being myself. We are like that, us Americans. Very impetuous.
You mean when a Yankee meets a girl, he grabs her and kisses her?
That's just about it.
But do not American senoritas know how to slap?
See, senorita, we get a lot of slaps, but we get a lot of kisses, too.
Watch both doors. Hurry up, boys. We haven't got much time. Let's get the money. It was a lucky day for San Sebastian when you decided to stay here, Senor Cassidy.
Lucky for us. It's exactly what we were looking for. It's secluded, quiet.
I hope he will not find us too quiet, eh, Colonel? Córranle, muchachos. Hay que sacar el dinero. No tenemos mucho tiempo.
No sé. What is it?
I don't know yet.
¡Coronel Aguilar! ¡Coronel Aguilar! ¡Coronel!
What happened? Coronel Aguilar. El gallo. He robbed the bank. What?
The bank? Robbed the bank?
My bank. And the explosion.
The vault. He blew it up. A los caballos, deprisa. Are you coming, senor?
Wouldn't miss it for the world, Colonel.
Why are you so concerned?
Perdón, senorita. All our money was in that bank.
My vault, my beautiful
We're
vault.
cleaned out. Haven't lost a centavo in 50 years, and then we show up.
De bandidos, señor.
Bueno, vamos.
Am I in time?
Oh, lovely Yankee dinero. Lindo dinero. Oh, you are the greatest bandido in todo el mundo.
Today you say this, but mañana when the dinero's gone, quién sabe?
Are you ready to divide the money? Give us our share.
We'll all form a line. I am first. This is my share.
And me? Do I have to stand in line?
No. Here.
Gracias, gracias. You are too generous.
You know, I am. No shoving, one at a time. Here.
Hey! Don't forget the end of the line.
Here, you were a good boy.
And where's mine?
Yours?
See, my share of my dinero.
You're not a bandido. You did not ride with us. What should you share?
Because it was I who saw the Yankees put the money in the bank. Without me to tell you, there will be no dinero to share.
Perhaps you're right. You deserve something.
Why must I share with him?
You already have enough anyway.
Have I?
Here.
And where's the rest of my share?
That is your share.
It is not right. Without me, you would have nothing. Perhaps the Colonel would be more generous to learn how to trap el gallo.
Listen to me, you little rat. I am el gallo. What I say you get, you get.
Sí, patroncito. Sí, patroncito.
You tell the colonel and I'll be generous too.
I will give you plenty of rope to hang by.
Please, no, patroncito. Shoot me, starve me, even the knife. But do not use the rope. It would kill me to be hanged.
Then you're satisfied.
Sí, patrón, sí.
All right, don't forget that.
Hello, Charlie.
I guess we're licked. We'll never get him now.
Who?
Butch Cassidy.
Does this have anything to do with picking up that fellow from the Wild Bunch, Kid Curry?
Yes. I went down to the border station where they grabbed him. He's on his way to join the Wild Bunch, all right.
Well, why should that mean we'll never get Cassidy?
Because Butch Cassidy is retired.
Retired?
Yes. Kid Curry says the Wild Bunch are now honest citizens.
Well, they sure got away with a big enough stake to live honestly. Honest citizens are the hardest to trace.
Only some of that money would show up. It's our only chance.
Adelante.
Here, Colonel.
Que sigan.
He said you wanted to talk to us.
I do.
About what, the bank robbery?
Indirectly.
You mean you haven't caught them yet?
No. It's about these. Your bills. Notes on the rancho since you've been in San Sebastian.
Bills?
One of our worthy merchants overheard you after the robbery when you said every cent you had was in the vault. He has been spreading the bankruptcy rumor through the town.
Bankruptcy?
Our tradesmen insist that I take action to make sure you do not leave town. But I maintain you are honorable men and would not do so until the accounts are settled.
You're right.
If you do take action, what's going to happen?
In this country, the usual procedure is to jail the debtor. However, in your case, you undoubtedly would be detained and then deported.
Deported?
That would be just dandy.
But why think about such unpleasant things? You're free, and it will be a simple matter to send for money and pay these bills. Will it not?
Sure. Simple.
There, you see, all settled among friends.
What about our money? You going to still try and get that back?
Oh, we have not been idle, senores. Bring in the prisoner. Today, a man attempted to spend a $20 bill in San Sebastian. An American $20 bill. The man could not give a satisfactory explanation, so he was arrested.
Only one?
Only one. Over here. Do you know him?
I'm afraid not, Colonel.
That's too bad. If we only had the serial numbers of the bills stolen from you, it would be a great help.
I have them.
You do? Good. Then I'm sure we have the man that will lead us to El Gallo and the rest of the money. The number of the bill is A5641. Is it on your list?
I'm afraid not, Colonel.
That's unfortunate. I was so sure. Well, if that is how it is...
You through with us, Colonel? Can we go now?
Of course.
Thank you.
Hasta la vista.
Hey, what's the idea? You ain't got no list.
But you know that was part of our money.
Sure, a small part. We want it all.
Perdón, mi coronel. My money.
Hi, amigo. Mind if I ride along?
Véngase, señor, si usted quiere.
Toss it over that big lamp.
Seems strong enough.
For what, señor?
To stretch your neck.
You would. You're not going to hang, señores.
Any reason why we shouldn't?
Madre de Dios, señores, por favor. Clemencia, señores. I do not want to die, señor.
Maybe our friend would rather talk a little.
Sí, señor. I would, yes. I like to talk, sí.
About this.
We talk about that, señor.
You got it from El Gallo, didn't you? You tipped him off that our money was in the bank.
But how do you know, señor?
I know a little bit about bank robberies. Now, where's the rest of your share?
Perdón, senor, but there in your hand, that is my share.
You mean this is your payoff? $20? For a tip worth $58,000.
You, amigo, or what is known in our country as a sucker.
Ay, no, señor. Yo muy bruto, muy estúpido. Usted la basa de a tiro, señor.
Come on, let's hang it.
Ay, por favor.
Hold it.
I do not want to die.
Amigo, how would you like to work for us as tip-off man instead of El Gallo?
Mi señor, seguro.
You mean we're back in business?
Maybe.
But, señores, you're not a bandidos. Or are you?
We'll operate just long enough to get our 58,000 back. Once we've done that, we're through. For good.
We wouldn't want to wear our welcome out around here.
Amigo, we'll even give you a fair cut. 25%.
25% for me, señor. I will never again give El Gallo the tip.
Oh, yes, you will, amigo. Every time we pull a job, you tip off El Gallo, too.
But I do not understand, señor.
You will. If he thinks he's going to get away robbing a bank and stealing our money.
But suppose this one double-crosses us.
He won't. Because if he does...
Ay, wait. Espérense, señor, por favor, señor. I do not want to die, señor. Please.
¿Cómo te va? Oh, aquí está el dinero.
Let's go. We've got about 10 minutes before El Gallo gets here.
If that little mouse was on the level and tipped him off.
Why shouldn't he be? 25%'s better than $20. Now, let's go.
Y 20,000. Muy bien. Llévalo.
Leave it where it is. Muchas gracias.
Pronto, por favor. Los corregidores.
Coming?
Miren, over there.
Well, he's in for a big surprise.
Ahorita salgo, muchachos. Esto no va a tardar mucho. Bueno.
The payroll money. Pronto, you are dead.
No, I can't, senor.
Then you are ready to die.
No. I gave you the payroll money, senor.
What do you mean you gave me?
Just a while ago, I gave it to you, senor.
You joke.
No. I swear I gave it to you, senor.
Vénganse. Quítate, animal. Otra vez se los han adelantado. No sé quién rayos será, pero se los han adelantado. ¡Los corregidores, vámonos, muchachos!
See how it works? We get the money, and El Gallo gets the credit, and gets chased by the corregidores.
One could almost feel sorry for him.
Almost.
Just so the corregidores don't catch him. This trick is good enough to be used again.
They will not catch him. Not in this mountain.
Hey, that's a pretty good haul. At this rate, it won't be long until we'll have our 58,000 back. Then we can get back to being honest citizens.
You sound like you're beginning to like it.
I was. Here's your cut, amigo.
Gracias, señores. Never have I had so much dinero. Never with El Gallo. You are the greatest bandidos of all.
No comprendo.
He say he gave me all the payroll, but I get no payroll, only bullets from the corregidores. Are you sure there was a payroll? You did not pull the double cross?
Me? ¿Por qué? When you get nothing, I get nothing.
Sí, it is true. Here.
No, ahorita no, gracias.
This is all very strange. Very strange.
Quite a change, isn't it? Back in the States, anybody pull a job, they blame it on the Wild Bunch. Down here, we pull a job and they blame it on El Gallo.
Yeah, it's nice having them chase somebody else, isn't it?
Don't ever forget, it's only temporary. Once we got our stake back, we're upright citizens.
Sure. Well, I'll see you both later. I've got a little business to take care of.
There's other girls in San Sebastian.
What do you mean by that?
Stay away from the colonel's daughter. No use in asking for trouble.
Butch, you're in the wrong business. You'd have made a good nursemaid. See you both later.
Mr. Colonel.
Now take it easy till we find out what he wants.
¿Qué tal, señores?
Well, this is a surprise, Colonel. Haven't seen you for quite some time. Have a glass of wine?
Gracias. I'm sorry to have been such a stranger, but I have been away in the mountains. You know, of course, that El Gallo has struck again.
No.
Es verdad. The bandidos stole the payroll of El Potro mine. I have been chasing them ever since.
Then you haven't had time to worry about us.
Worry about you?
We're in a little better financial shape than the last time you saw us.
Oh, your money came quickly.
See. Tell you what, Colonel. You let us go on your responsibility. Wouldn't you like the pleasure of paying off those leeches?
I admit the thought intrigues me, but are you sure you can trust me with all that money?
One thing I can say, Colonel. I know an honest man when I see one.
Senor, you are late. I am not in the habit of waiting in a restaurant for a strange man.
Chiquita, I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to stop and buy you this.
Oh, but I cannot accept.
Please, open it.
Oh, it is beautiful. But it must have cost.
Forget it.
Oh, Enrique.
Waiter, some wine, the best you have.
I also have a present for you.
Yeah?
It is not much, but I would like to think you are carrying it.
Chiquita. There's nothing I'd rather have. Thank you.
I would like a picture of you, too.
I wish I had one, but the pictures I have, I don't think you'd like.
Banks have already agreed to stand half the expense of the trip, Mr. Barton. I figured the railroad might be interested in putting up the rest. This concerns you. Good, that's fine, Mr. Barton. We'll have him leave at once. Right. Thank you very much.
What's up?
You're going on a trip. What? A lot of these are clearing through the Foreign Exchange Bank from Mexico. CNS robbery, Cassidy's last job.
Funny. I thought Butch was smarter than that, passing these so quickly.
How soon can you leave?
How soon can you get me a ticket?
Cuiden aquí, muchachos.
This was found at the scene of the robbery. I thought perhaps you might be able to tell me how it got there. Well?
Oh, it is very simple.
Is it?
Yes, I thought I had lost it. But obviously it was stolen by one of the men of El Gallo's band.
El Gallo's man here in San Sebastian?
I was not at the robbery. What other explanation is there?
I thought perhaps you might be able to tell me. All right, that is all.
You need this?
No. Corporal.
Colonel?
I want my daughter followed. I want to know everywhere she goes, everyone she speaks to, every minute.
Si, Colonel. It will be as you wish.
Chiquita, I am back. So, we're back to this again?
You tell me you're going on a little business trip. Business to rob the post office, and this was found there. Do not try to deny it.
I won't.
Then you are a bandido?
Let's sit down. You remember when we first came here? All our money was stolen from the bank. That was all the money we had in the world.
But we thought you were rich.
I know. But we were flat broke. And you know what might have happened? We couldn't pay our bills. We might have been deported.
So you took the money to pay them?
We wanted to stay here. We liked it. One of us even fell in love.
But...
Maybe it was wrong. But we figured if we could stay here, we could help your father trap El Gallo. And we'd get our money back, return the money we took, and clear ourselves.
I want to believe that, but...
Believe me, it's the truth. And I thought afterwards we could even get married. But I guess it's too late.
Too late?
Well, now you know what we did. You'll tell your father. He'll... Go ahead, Chiquita. It doesn't matter. Since I've lost you, I don't care what happens.
Oh, no, Enrique. You haven't lost me.
Come in, Rita. We have a guest from the United States. May I present Mr. Charles Trenton, my daughter, Rita Aguilar.
Welcome to our home, Mr. Trenton.
Thank you, senorita.
Is it business or pleasure that brings you here?
Business, I'm afraid. Mr. Trenton is an American detective trailing some Yankee bandidos.
Yankee bandidos?
Colonel, that was a mighty fine dinner. Thank you. I'm afraid my daughter does not share your enthusiasm. She hasn't touched a thing.
I am sorry. I was not hungry.
Well, I'm afraid you must excuse me. I have important business at the office.
Do you mind if I come along?
Not at all. I won't be long, Hija.
Excuse me, please.
Oh, Mr. Trenton.
Yes?
These Yankee bandidos, perhaps I may have seen them. What do they look like?
Well, I've carried this with me for a mighty long time. It has a picture of the three of them. The three most wanted bandits in the States. They're wanted for every crime in the book. See, this is Bill Carver, Butch Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid. Anything wrong?
No. May I keep this for a little while? I will give it back.
Of course. I brought lots of them with me. Good night.
Are you sure?
I tell you, it's him. He's in San Sebastian. Same guy that's been chasing us all these years. I know him anywhere.
Never thought the Pinkertons could follow us all the way down here. Where's the kid?
Well, I don't know. I thought you knew. I haven't seen him all day.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Murders, train robberies, bank, stolen cattle and horses. And you said you were only getting back what they took from you.
I did lie about some things.
About everything.
No, not everything. Chiquita, I really love you. Well, I guess it's not in the cards. I've tried lately, but once you've made a few mistakes, they won't let you change.
The trouble with you, senor, is that you did not try hard enough.
Colonel, we better surround the house.
Ustedes aquí, nosotros por allá.
The place is deserted. Somebody must have warned them.
I don't see how.
Buenas noches. Pues, ¿dónde estarán todos? Coronel Aguilar.
Raton, what are you doing here?
Just a friendly visit to my good amigos, the Americanos. Who is this?
It's a Yankee detective.
A Yankee detective. What is he doing here?
It seems your Yankee amigos are famous bandidos.
You know any of these men?
All this time and no word of them. They must have left the country. And yet, that would be impossible.
These reports are very interesting, Colonel. The last few robberies of El Gallo have given me a wild idea.
What is that?
Suppose El Gallo never received any of that money.
Didn't receive what?
Knowing Butch Cassidy the way I do, this is exactly the sort of a thing he might do. Especially after that bank robbery you told me about in which El Gallo stole all of Butch's money.
You're suggesting that...
I think Butch Cassidy, Bill Carver, and the Sundance Kid framed those robberies so you'd be chasing El Gallo.
Oh, no, senor. That's a fantastic idea.
Butch Cassidy's a fantastic guy. There's just one way to find out.
How is that?
Talk to El Gallo.
Talk to... Senor, didn't I tell you of his stronghold in the mountains, La Taza? 1,000 men could not force an entrance to La Taza.
Well, maybe 1,000 men can't, but one man might.
You? Yeah. Oh, no, senor. I could not sanction it. It would be suicide.
Look, Colonel, I came down here for just one purpose, to catch Butch Cassidy any way I can. Now, talking to El Gallo may help. So, with or without your sanction, I'm going to try it.
You are a brave man, senor.
Who knows? If what we suspicion is true, El Gallo's going to be mad as a bunch of hornets. He might even help us catch Butch.
This is all very funny, senor. Your senor Cassidy gets all the dinero. And the corregidor is Chase al Gallo.
I thought you'd be interested.
It's a big joke. And for this joke, gringo, I promise you the Yankee bandidos will die.
That's the reason I took the chance in coming here. I'm more interested in getting those 3 bandits than you are.
You have a plan, senor?
Yes. Now, the colonel can't do any good. He doesn't know these mountains the way you do.
But my men, they know the mountains.
Yes, with the minute your men leave La Taza, the corregidores will start chasing them.
Then what?
Now, look, neither one of you can do the job alone. But together, you and the colonel.
The Gallo and the colonel.
The colonel thinks you're a great guy. He even said you may have become a great man. If you'd operated within the law.
I didn't know he felt like that. But you know, he's right.
Colonel Aguilar says he may even talk about a pardon. After you've helped him catch the wild bunch and after you've returned the money from the bank at San Sebastian.
That is all very fine, senor. But the money from the bank, well, here in La Taza, there are too many mouths to be fed.
You mean to say it's all gone? The whole 50,000?
This here Palomita, she's very expensive.
Then you won't help us.
I didn't say. I do not like these Yankee bandidos who make El Gallo look like a fool. But...
Yes?
I would like to talk to the colonel first. I'm not sure he can be trusted.
Excuse senor. I'll come later.
That little man, who is he?
I run my men like an army. El Raton, he's my eyes and ears. As you say, my,
Your intelligence.
See. If the colonel will agree to come alone, say 8 o'clock, 3 days from now at the Pedregal Grotto, the colonel will know the place.
Perhaps El Gallo, too, might happen to appear.
Alone?
Alone.
Good.
Oh. Mi palomita.
Well, I guess we're here first. You think he will come?
Buenos dias, señores.
You see? Colonel, I don't believe you've met the famous El Gallo.
Not socially.
When the colonel arrived, El Gallo would be suddenly called away. You come alone, Colonel?
Of course, I came alone. You?
I came alone, too.
Mr. Trenton says you're willing to work with us.
Mr. Trenton talked about a pardon.
No, I cannot promise that. But if you help us get Cassidy and the others and agree to stand trial, I promise you every consideration.
Don't know. I like very much to help you get these Yankee bandidos. But afterwards, we better talk some more about this trial business, all right?
All right.
Now, how do we do it?
Mr. Trenton has an idea.
El Gallo, when you first heard about the money in the bank at San Sebastian, you heard about it from your eyes and ears?
Sí, el ratón.
And the others, the mine, the express office. The ones where Cassidy beat you to the money.
El ratón. Siempre el ratón.
Your eyes and ears, El Gallo, were supposed to be working for you. Actually, they were working for Butch Cassidy.
What?
Yes. You said he always told you exactly the time to be at those places. That was so Butch Cassidy could get there ahead of you.
And so that he could have my corregidores there in time to chase you.
Ratón traidor. I will kill him. I will step on him. I will smash him like a little cucaracha.
I know just how you feel. But before you kill him, let's wait a little while. We might be able to use him to trap the wild bunch.
Use el ratón? How?
Suppose I ride along with you. We'll talk it over.
Está bien.
Buena suerte, ¿eh?
Now that we're all buenos amigos, I have a confession. I did not know whether I could trust you, Colonel.
So?
So? Muchachos!
But you said you'd come alone.
See, I came alone at 8. They came at 4.
Well, we better get started.
They came last night.
That is all he would tell you?
Only that you were to wait, no matter how long.
It is not like him. You don't know what he wants.
He did not say.
Tell me this. Was he smiling? Was he happy?
I think he's coming.
You? Me? Traidor informer! To stab El Gallo in the back after all he did for you!
But I don't know what you mean.
No? You sell me out to the Yankee bandidos, and he don't know what I mean.
Please don't kill me. Give me a
I
chance.
should crush your miserable little... I should step on you like a beetle, but I won't.
Yet, if
If you help us get the Yankee bandidos.
But I don't know where they are.
If you will find them, or my cuchillo will find your throat. Now get out of here and find them. That ugly little gusano. Oh, I love to kill him, to crush his miserable little... I must wait. I must wait.
Papa? Is that you, Papa?
Well, good evening, Miss Rita. Your father suggested I wait for him here.
What is going to happen to them, Charlie?
You mean the 3 outlaws? We may have to kill them, Rita. You see, they've all sworn they'll never be taken alive. They're all wanted for every crime in the book. Even the Sundance Kid.
He's located them. We'll move out tomorrow.
Good.
If you will excuse me, I will say good night.
One moment, my dear. Now I must perform the most difficult action of my life. I hope you will forgive me.
Forgive you? For what, Papa?
I know you have been seeing this outlaw, the one they call the Sundance Kid, for weeks. You have been followed every moment.
How could you?
I'm sorry, but it was my duty. And even though you are my daughter, I must deal with you just as I would with anyone else in the same situation.
I have done nothing wrong.
That may be.
But I cannot take the risk of you somehow warning them of our plans.
You think I would do that?
Corporal, I want my daughter locked in a cell in the calabozo. She's to see no one, communicate with no one, until you receive word from me.
Si, Colonel. If the señorita will come with me.
You don't really believe she'd betray you?
I don't know. I doubt whether Rita herself knows. This way we'll be spared the necessity of finding out.
Anybody says an outlaw has a tough life, they don't know how tough it is to try and live honest.
Are you admitting this whole thing was a mistake?
I don't admit a thing. I still want to try it if I ever get the chance. I kind of like the feeling of looking everybody in the eye and having them smile back.
Well, how do we stand now?
Well, practically our whole stake is gone for bribes to get us out of the country. If those plans don't work, I don't know.
Somebody's coming.
Buenos dias! Where's everybody?
Get off that horse. Now talk fast, amigo. Nobody knew we were here. How did you find us?
It is simple, señores. You paid the little Indian children for food, ¿verdad? I paid them to tell me where the 3 Yankees were.
What are you doing here, friend?
A big gold shipment from the mines in the high mountains. Big as I ever saw.
Where?
In a little village in the mountains. La Taza.
La Taza?
It will be simple, señores. Like taking candy from a little muchachito.
How do we get there?
We're not going.
Why aren't we?
We can't take the chance, kid. We're in deep enough trouble already. We'll be lucky to get out of the country.
Get out of the country? How? We need that gold for a stake. To get out. We'll have to go to Africa or Australia somewhere.
It's bad luck, kid.
Didn't you always say the Wild Bunch made its own luck?
How far is this, Lataza?
Just a few hours rides into the mountains.
Once we get there, how do we find the gold?
That won't be any problem. You'll ride with us and show us the way. Won't you, amigo?
But, señor, I would be no good. I spoil everything. I'm a one big coward, you know.
You collected enough on the other jobs. This time you can do a little work, too, and earn your share.
Madre mía, ya me embolé todo.
All right, if we're going to do it, let's break camp and get started.
Pero, Chihuahua, pues, ¿quién me lo mandan a ver andado en esto?
What's the matter with you?
Nothing, señor. Nada.
You sure everything's all right?
Sure. Everything is all right.
I don't know.
What's the matter?
There's something wrong. I've got one of those hunches.
What's the matter, Butch? You losing your nerve?
Kid, when this is all over, me and you are going to have it out.
That suits me.
Over there, señor. Allá.
You stay here and watch the horses.
I did it, El Gallo. I did it.
It's a double cross.
That road takes him through the mission. Stay close to them. I know how to cut him off. Síganme, muchachos.
To get out of.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard place to get in, too.
Hold your fire! Hey! You haven't got a chance, Butch?
Yeah, we know that, but you're going to have to come in and get us.
We don't have to come in. We can stay out here and starve you out.
That's what he thinks. We'll wait until it's dark and we'll make a run for it through those rocks out there.
Well, it looks like the end of the line, kid. A lot of years and a lot of riding.
Yeah, it's those railroad detectives. They just let us alone. They're the cause of all this.
No, I blame it my old man.
What are you talking about?
Well, when I was 10, if you'd have hired an honest foreman instead of a rustler, I'd have probably grown up respectable.
I have a lot of soldiers. There are only 2. Why not rush them?
There are a couple of crack shots. Each one of them worth a dozen men.
We can't wait too long. When night comes, they'll get through the rocks and we'll never find them. You keep them busy. I know how to get them out of there.
You haven't got a chance. They'll shoot you down before you get halfway.
Oh, no, they won't. I can get in there. This is my territory.
Save them, Butch. We need those shots for tonight.
Drop that gun.
Got me in the shoulder.
Gallo. Gallo.
You and me. We worked good together, huh, Colonel?
We should have been on the same side all along.
Take it easy on my muchachos. Good boys.
Don't worry. I'll do all I can.
Yes. Guess this way is best. I won't have to worry about the trial business. I live on the wrong side. But I die on the right side of the fence, Colonel.
Same. On the right side, Gallo.
Are you sure it is safe now to let me out?
It's safe now. Don't you understand, Ika? This was to protect you. To keep you from making a mistake you regret all your life.
You caught them?
Yes, Rita. They're dead.
I am glad. Enrique was like a poison. Something I could not get out of my blood while he lived.
That is good that you see it like that.
I suppose you will be leaving us now.
Yeah, soon.
They tell me, United States, it's a beautiful country.
Why don't you pay us a visit? I can show you around.